Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 final week is on the air. What a great 1983 season we've had, but we're just not done quite yet. We are now in the final week, September 26th to October 2nd. This is the final 7 days of the 1983 season. We now go to one game per 1 day of baseball with the 10-minute ticker, and we will always choose our game at the end of the ticker. So that is how we will now choose our games as we get prepared to see as we get closer to the postseason. Today we are at the Astrodome for a huge National League West matchup between the San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. The Padres come into this game a record of 78-77. The Astros are 78-76. Let's take a look at the standings as of today. In the American League East, the New York Yankees are the number one overall seed. They have clinched that division, and the World Series will go through Yankee Stadium. The Baltimore Orioles, 2.5 games ahead of Detroit for second. The Tigers are in third. The Milwaukee Brewers are a game and a half back of Detroit. So we got a good race going on between Baltimore, Detroit, and Milwaukee in the American League East. The American League West, the Chicago White Sox have clinched that division. They are the West champions and will be the number 2 seed in the league. The Texas Rangers are 2 games above 500, have a shot. If the Rangers can get to 82 wins, they will be the 5 seed and they will get into the postseason. The Oakland Athletics are 3 back of them in third. The A's are 76-80. If the Athletics lose one more game, they are out. In the National League East, the Montreal Expos and the Philadelphia Phillies have clinched a playoff berth. They are in. The Expos have a 3-game lead on the Phillies for the number 1 seed in the National League, the division, and they are at the moment. They are a game ahead of Atlanta for the number 1 seed in the National League. In the National League West, the Atlanta Braves, they have clinched that division. The Dodgers, Astros, and Padres are all fighting it out. So these 3 teams are doing the same thing that these 3 teams are doing. The Dodgers are only a half game ahead of Houston. Very possible the Dodgers could not be careful and drop out. The Padres are 78-77, a half game behind the Astros. The Astros have come out of nowhere and are now in third. So the big races right now are really Los Angeles, Houston, and San Diego, Baltimore, Detroit, and Milwaukee. Those are really the races that are at this moment going on as we now begin day 1 of the final week. Philip Reynolds, Phoenix Knight, Ben Witz, and Jeremy Brooks are first to join us here at the Astrodome. The Astros historically won this game 5-3. They had 10 hits and 2 errors. The Padres had 8 hits and 2 errors. And so we are really set and ready for a big matchup tonight here. There is not an empty seat anywhere in this ballpark. So without further ado, that is how things will now go into the final week. 7 days of baseball, 7 days of 10-minute ticker. No more 1 per 3, now 1 per 1. And so let's get the final week started for tonight. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros is Mike Madden. 9 wins, 5 losses, a 3.14 ERA. We are at the Astrodome. Saying this is a pitcher's park, it is an understatement. Only 54 home runs, -2 to home runs on the board. So the Padres know what they need to do. They are a half game back of the Astros. The Astros still only a half game back of the Dodgers. Big race in the National League West and big race in the American League East. Who will make the postseason? We got 7 days to find out. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Padres will be the left fielder, Bobby Brown. 267 average, 5 homers, 22 RBIs in 83. We're going to use orange, white, and blue dice. Astros are the home team. There is no changes to the lineups. They are still as played lineups. But one rule I do have is at the 7th inning, I can start bringing in starters. So there will be no changes to the lineup through innings 1 through 6 unless because of injury. Pitchers, however, can still be replaced as normal. So, Padres and the Astros. Let's get the final week started. Madden 1-1, wild pitch at the blank. Brown 5-5, base hit. He leads off with a single past second. And the Padres jump out real quick with a hit. Next batter is the first baseman, Al Wiggins, 276 average, 22 RBIs that year. Brown had 27 steals, and he gets the steal sign, and he's going. 15 plus 2 is 17. Ashby plus 1 is an 18. And it's a possible error on Ashby. Ashby's error rating is an 11. And he throws the ball into the outfield, and Brown goes to third. So Bobby Brown will have a stolen base, and we'll see an E2. And the Astros will have a quick error right there on Alan Ashby. So Brown goes to third just like that, a stolen base and an error. The Astros did have 2 errors in the game historically. So Alan Ashby tries to get Brown out and throws the ball into the outfield, and that will be an error. Brown now on at third. He'll stay there. Infield is going to come in. Madden will pitch. 3-3, walk plus 10, ball 4. He will walk Wiggins. So he goes ahead and walks Wiggins. And now here comes the right fielder, Hall of Famer, and one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Tony Gwynn. Best hitter I ever saw. 309 average, 1 homer, 37 RBIs. XSG2 joins us here at the Astrodome. Runners at the corners. Now the infield's going to play back for double play. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Madden, 1-2. That's a walk plus 10, and that's now loads the bases early here in the top of the first. So maybe that error by the catcher, and already top of the first, nobody out, and the bases are loaded. And here comes the catcher, Terry Kennedy, 284 average, 17 homers, 98 RBIs that year. Now the infield will go back to playing in. Madden will actually, you know what? They're going to stay back double play. It's the first inning. Madden will go ahead. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Madden will pitch. 4-5 against the lefty. Strikeout. He got him. He gets Kennedy. First strikeout for Madden. He only had 44 of them in 83. He did have 42 walks. And now here comes the center fielder, a young Kevin McReynolds, 221 average, 4 homers, 14 RBIs that year. David Vega joins us here at the Astrodome. Bases loaded here, top of the first. Padres trying to get something quick. Strategy roll, nothing on the 19. Madden, 3-3. That's a walk plus 10, and he's going to walk in a run. So Madden right now has given up a single and now 3 walks. And just like that, the Padres take a quick 1-0 lead. So an RBI for McReynolds, and the Padres are out in front quickly here. And here comes the shortstop, Gary Templeton, 263 average, 3 homers, 40 RBIs in 83. Bases are still loaded, 1 out, but now 1-0 Padres. Strategy, nothing on the 9. Madden will pitch. 3-6, possible error on a throw. Templeton, 3-1, and that's going to be an infield single. Shortstop is Thon. His error rating is a 9. That's a 10. It's going to be an infield single. Thon is not going to have a play anywhere. He'll eat it, and a run will score. It's a 1-base single, and the Padres now have a 2-0 lead here. Stadium groans. Infield single for Templeton. No throwing error, as the play was made by Thon, but he held on to it. And now here's the third baseman, George Hinshaw, a 438 average and 4 RBIs. He's a fringe player, but he got the start in this game. Don't know anything about him. So bases loaded, 1 out, and already 2-0 here. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 7. Madden will pitch. 4-5 against the righty. It's an automatic out, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Do they turn it? 0, 1, 2. Second base, pivot Doran. +1 is a 3. No, they won't get the double play. So Gwynn is going to come in to score. McReynolds is safe at third, and Templeton is out at second. There are now 2 outs, but it's 3-0 Padres. Stadium groans. So it's a fielder's choice for Hinshaw. And now the second baseman, Juan Bonilla, 237 average, 4 homers, 45 RBIs. 3-0 in favor of the Padres. We're only in the top of the first. Madden hoping he can limit the damage. Strategy, Hinshaw stays where he is. Madden, 2-2. Home run chance. The 18 is high. Bonilla, 5-6. And it's a grounder to second base. Doran will go ahead and get to that. He's going to throw to first to retire the side. And luckily, the Padres really didn't get much more. But 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 walks. And the Padres have jumped out to a quick 3-0 lead here at the Astrodome. The Padre board record, so far, the Padre board record is 3-1. The Astros are 1-2. So the Padres here can really get a good chance on the tiebreaker if they can win today. Starting pitcher for the San Diego Padres is Eric HOU. I always felt he was a solid pitcher. 15 wins, 12 losses, 4.17 ERA. He gets the call for the Friars tonight. Leading off for the Astros, second baseman, Bill Doran. I have no problem putting him in the Hall of Very Good. 271 average, 8 homers, 39 RBIs. I thought Doran was a very solid second baseman. So HOU will pitch. 6-3 against the righty. Strikeout, no. Doran, 3-1. Ground out to third. That'll be picked up by Hinshaw. And he will toss it over to first for the out. Next up is the right fielder, Terry Deadpool. 292 average, 8 homers, 44 RBIs. HOU will pitch. 4-4. Range play at the park. Astrodome. 2-4. That's a ground ball to third. That's a range play for Hinshaw. His range is a 3. He's got it. Nice play by Hinshaw. He'll throw it over to first for the out, 2 away. And here's the shortstop, Dickie Thon. A 286 average, 20 homers, 79 RBIs. Kevin 01SH joins us here at the Astrodome. Yes, Kevin, they are still alive. If they weren't, I wouldn't be doing them. HOU will pitch. 3-1, possible error. Thon, 4-3. It's a line drive right to second. That'll be gloved by Juan Bonilla, and the inning is over. There's no errors on line drives, unless you're trying to throw somebody out. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 3-0 Padres after 1. We go to the second. Leading off will be the pitcher, Eric HOU, a 172 average and 2 RBIs. Madden will go ahead and pitch. 2-3, that's at the park. Astrodome, 3-5, ground out to short, easy play for Thon. And Thon will toss it over, 1 down. Here's Brown. Brown got a base hit, stole a base and scored. Madden will go ahead and pitch to Brown. And 4-1. That's a pitcher result. The 5 against the switch right is going to be an automatic out. And it will be a grounder to short. He's another easy play for Thon. And Thon will toss it over, out number 2. And now Wiggins. Wiggins walked his first time up. Pitch from Madden. 1-6. Walk. 18 is high. Wiggins. A 6-2. And Wiggins smacks one into left field. And that's going to roll all the way into the corner. Wiggins will have a stand-up double. And now here's Mr. Padre. And he walked his first time up. Wiggins on at second. Madden will pitch to Gwynn. And nothing happening there. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping, hey, look, come on, big game here. Let's get a win. Madden will deal 4-5 against the lefty. Strikeout 6. And cold strike 3 on Gwynn. He got him. Wow, Gwynn is a 6. Didn't strike out much, but that is a 6 against the lefty. And he will get Gwynn on strikes, and the inning is over. That's a big K. And that is the second strikeout for Madden. No runs and a hit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Astros, the left fielder, Jose Cruz. Heck of a player. 318 average, 14 homers, 92 RBIs, and 83. HOU. A 4-2. It's a blank. Cruz. 2-3. Popped up to first base. Wiggins says he'll take it in foul territory, and he's got it. 1 out. Here's the first baseman, Denny Walling. 296 average, 3 homers, 19 RBIs that year. HOU. 3-5. That's at the park. Astrodome. 2-5. And it's a fly to right. And Gwynn heading back for it. He's got plenty of room. And in a second, he'll have plenty of ball. 2 down. The third baseman is next. Phil Scrap Iron Garner. 238 average, 14 homers, 79 RBIs that year. HOU. They'll go ahead and pitch. 2-1. That's a blank. Garner. 6-4. Ground ball to third. Easy play for Henshaw. And he'll toss it over and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Astros. 3-0 Friars after 2. Doug Hutt joins us here at the Astrodome. Middle of the 1996 Pirates at Mets. Brumfield at Clark with solo home runs. Jacob Brumfield. I always felt Brumfield was a bit underrated too. We go to the top of the third, and it will be Terry Kennedy leading off for San Diego, and he struck out his first time up. Madden, he'll deal 4-3 against the lefty, strikeout 7. He got him, swing and a miss, and he will go down on strikes. Third K for Madden. Madden trying to recover from that first inning. Next batter is McReynolds, a young McReynolds, actually, pretty young. He walked his first time up. He would go to the Mets, of course, in 1987. And Kevin McReynolds, according to what I've read, he never fit in with the team. He never really fit in with the Mets after in 87. The Mets should have kept they really should have kept some of the other players they had. Madden, 1-6, walk. That's ball 4. He will walk McReynolds. So Madden just cannot, he's either striking out batters or walking them. That's the 4th walk given up by Madden. It'll now bring up Templeton, and he got a single his first time up. McReynolds had 2 steals. That's a 5, and he's not going anywhere. Madden will go ahead and pitch. 6-5, error on a grounder. Templeton, 2-4. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That's hit the Thon. Error rating is a 9. That's a 2. It's an error. Runners will advance 1 base. Thon commits an error. And that's going to be an E6. Second error on the Astros. They did have 2 in the game historically. So there's your 2. A bad error by Thon. Looks like he booted it away, and now the Padres have runners at first and second for Henshaw. Henshaw he's 0 for 1, but with that 438 French player average, you never really know what you're going to see. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Strategy roll. Nothing. That's a 1. McReynolds he's going to stay where he is. Madden. 5-3. It's a blank. Henshaw. 3-5. Base hit center field. That will be a single. McReynolds, base runner 2. A single to center. Single to center plus 3 is a 5. And he will score. McReynolds will come around from second. That is a 1. Templeton goes to third. Henshaw trying for second to turn into a double. And nope, he'll hold back at third. He'll go back. RBI single by Henshaw. Stadium groans. Now it's 4-0 Padres. George Henshaw had 16. He was 16 at bats. He had a 438 average. That makes that card very interesting in a game like this. Here's Bonilla. Bonilla's 0 for 1. 1 out. The Astros are going to play double play. Try to turn 2 outs. So Bonilla does do it. So 4-0 in favor of the Padres. Strategy roll. Henshaw not going. Madden will pitch. 3-4 against a righty. It's a blank. Bonilla. 1-4. Base hit right past first. Another run for the Friars. San Diego will score. Henshaw will make third easily, and Bonilla on at first, and it's 5-0 Padres. Stadium groans. So right now, nothing going the Astros' way. Here comes HOU. He'll swing away. He's 0 for 1. Action already coming up in the Astro bullpen. Madden has already reached his pull rating. And there's already action going on here in the Astros. Madden may not be out there long. Still 1 out. 5-0 now in favor of the Friars. Strategy roll. And Bonilla is staying where he is. Madden. 5-2. Strikeout. Got him. He'll get HOU. That's the 4th K for Madden. 2 away. And here's Brown. Brown is 1 for 2. Singled and scored. 5-0 favor of the Padres. Pitch from Madden. 4-6. It's a blank. Brown, a 2-3. And against the lefty, it's a base hit past second. Henshaw will come in to score. Bonilla past second. He will have speed. He'll get to third. Brown goes to first. It's now 6-0 Padres. Stadium groans. And that's it for Madden. He's done. So Madden coming out of the game, he won't even make it. He won't even be able to get at bat. So now we'll see what the Astros want to do. The next batter is Wiggins. And the Astros are going to go to the bullpen right now. And let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Astros. In this situation, I sometimes do bring in a starter with relief ability, and it's going to be Bob Nepper. 6 wins, 13 losses, a 3.19 ERA. So Bob Nepper only had 6 relief appearances, but he's going to come in. He can pitch to 16 batters, which actually does make a difference here. Which means he can also hit. So timeout, as I'm also going to replace his batting card because he's going to be out there for a little bit. So Bob Nepper is going to come on to pitch for the Astros. They're going to keep the lefty out there. We'll see how long he goes. Al Wiggins, the batter, and he's 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Jimmy Jam joins us here at the Astrodome. I know Jimmy Jam is very happy that his Chicago White Sox are in the postseason. And they will be playing a division, and this being a number 2 seed, they will play the number 3 seed in the division series. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 3. Actually, Brown gets the steal sign. Why not? 15 plus 2 is 17. Ashby plus 1 is an 18. And he'll get to second base. Barely, but he does. Bonilla did stay at third. So Brown has his second stolen base of the game. And why not? Padres, even though it's a 6-0 lead, they want to make sure they get this win. Nothing happening on the 1. Nepper will pitch. 5-4, strikeout. 15 will miss. Wiggins, 5-4, ground ball to first. That'll be handled by Walling. He'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 error, and a stolen base. And the Padres have a 6-0 lead here going in the bottom of the 3rd. But we all know that no lead is safe when you play inside pitch. Or now that I'm playing Fall Classic, no lead is safe on our JL network. Leading off for the Astros, we have the center fielder, Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey started the season with the New York Yankees. He is now on the Astros. 288 average, 8 homers, 53 RBIs, and 83. HOU will pitch. 4-4, range play at the park. Astrodome, 2-5, fly ball, right field. Going after that is Gwynn. His range is a 2. And he's got it. 1 out. Nice play by Gwynn out there as he takes a possible hit away from Mumphrey. One away. Here's the catcher, Alan Ashby. 229 average, 8 homers, 34 RBIs that season. If the White Sox win the World Series, you think it validates Harold Baines? No, it doesn't validate Harold Baines. HOU will pitch. HOU, 4-3, strikeout, got him. And he'll go ahead and strike out Ashby. That is the first strikeout for HOU. He had 120 of them that year. Coming up next will be the new pitcher, Bob Nepper. He's going to bat. 182 average, a homer, and 5 RBIs. So Nepper is actually going to bat here. HOU will pitch. 2-1, blank. Nepper, 2-1, popped out to third base, and Hinshaw says he'll get it, and he does, and he retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Friars have a 6-0 lead here after 3. They historically lost this game 5-3, but it looks like inside pitch has other ideas. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off now, this is a real Hall of Famer, Mr. Tony Gwynn. Harold Baines can't even Harold Baines can't even stay in his shadow. Gwynn is 0 for 1 with a walk. Greatest hitter I ever saw. Nepper will go ahead and pitch. 4-3. That's going to be an it is an S1 parentheses, but I now call that an automatic out when he's not tired. And that's going to be a ground out to short. Easy play there for Thon, and he'll throw it over 1 down. Only because Chris is now having the double stars with S1 on his new cards. And although he said really not to do it, this is my game. Here's Kennedy. He's 0 for 2. Oh, they're very good. Nepper will go ahead and pitch. 1-5, range play. Kennedy, 2-3. That's a ground ball to short. It's a range play for Thon. His range is a 5. He's got it. Easy play for Thon. And he'll toss it over for out number 2. Here's K-Mac. McReynolds has walked twice. He did score. Nepper will go ahead and pitch. 1-1, walk plus 10, ball 4. He will walk McReynolds. So McReynolds walks for the 3rd time today. He doesn't have an official at bat. Templeton is next, and he is 1 for 2, a single and an error. McReynolds on it first. He'll pitch to Templeton. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 2. McReynolds gets the steal sign. 13 plus 2 is 15. Ashby plus 1 is 16. He had 2 stolen bases. How many outs are there? 2? No, he's not running. Nepper will pitch. 6-1. It's a blank. Templeton. 4-2. Grounder to short once again. Another grounder there to Thon. He's going to make all 3 putouts. And over to first it goes. And retires the side. Nothing across except a walk. The first time the Padres don't get a hit in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. And I know somewhere someone is saying red. Top of the order for the Stros. Here's Bill Doran. Doran 0 for 1. HOU will go ahead and pitch. 4-5. Error on a grounder. Doran. 5-5. That's a power hit into right field. That's a 13. And that's going to be a triple for Doran. Right fielder is Gwynn. His error rating is a 2. He's not going to make an error. Doran will hold it third. So that will be a triple for Doran. He gets the first hit of the game for the Stros. And now here's Poole. Poole is 0 for 1. Padres are going to play the infield normal. Right now, a 6-0 lead here in the 4th inning. Got plenty of time to get more runs. Strategy rolls are still active. Doran stays at third. HOU, 3-2. Walk plus 10. That's ball 4. He will walk Poole. So now he walks Poole after retiring the first 9. Now HOU's given up a triple and a walk. Here's Thon. Thon is 0 for 1. Infield staying at double play depth. Strategy roll for Poole now. And he stays where he is. HOU will pitch to Thon. 1-1. It's a blank. Thon. 6-3. And that is a ground ball to second base. They're going to try for the 2. 2-2-3. Second base pivot. Bonilla a 0. So a 1-3. It's a double play. They will get it. Doran will score, however. They trade the 2 outs for the run, but it is now 6-1. As the Astros do get on the board. So it is a 6. So it's a 6-4-3 double play. But now it's 6-1. And it will bring up Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Now a 6-1 game. HOU, 3-3. It's a blank. Cruz, 5-6. Fly ball hit to right. And Gwynn's going to get to that. And he'll put it away and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, and a walk. 6-1 Friars now after 4. Top of the 5th. Nepper will stay on the mound. Leading off for the Friars will be George Henshaw. And he is 1 for 2. Got a single. Nepper. He'll deal. 3-1. Strikeout. 8. Got him. He'll strike out Henshaw. Good thing he probably did. And I think that's the first strikeout for Nepper. He had 125 of them in 83. But he will get Henshaw there. Here's Bonilla. Bonilla 1 for 2. Nepper with the deal. 6-6. It's a blank. Bonilla, a 4-5, and it's a fly to right. Terry Poole. He's got plenty of room near the line. 2 down. HOU is next. He's 0 for 2. Nepper with the deal. 6-5 against the righty. It's a blank. HOU. A 1-6, and he flies one into center. Easy play for Mumphrey. Mumphrey will get to it, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Friars. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Cody Parmalee game with the Yankees. Yes, remember, I did do the Cody Parmalee. Remember, XSG2, you know I did do the Cody Parmalee game with the Yankees in my 2016 season. You know I did that one. Bottom of the 5th, Denny Walling leads off for Space City. He's 0 for 1. And that was a fun game to play, too. HOU will pitch. 6-2. Error on a throw. Walling. 5-4. Ground ball, second base. That's hit to Bonilla. His error rating is a 4. That's a 6. He won't make an error. They'll throw it over, and that will be out number 1. Next up is Garner. Garner is 0 for 1. HOU will pitch. 5-2. Strikeout 12. No, that's a little high. Garner, 2-3, and it's a fly to center field. And that looks like McReynolds is going to get that, and that will be out number 2. Here's Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 0 for 1. If the Astros do make the postseason, he will be on the postseason roster with 410 at-bats. HOU, 3-3, blank. Mumphrey, 4-1. Grounder right back to HOU. HOU will have no trouble with that one. Handcuffs him a little bit, but he'll throw to first and retire the side. Nice job so far by the Padres. They've only allowed the Astros 1 hit and a run. 6-1 after 5. We go to the 6th. Nepper will continue to pitch. And it will be Bobby Brown leading off for the Padres. He is 2 for 3, 2 singles and 2 stolen bases. Nepper will pitch. 5-3, it's blank. Brown, 2-3. And against the lefty, it's a base hit past second. Brown does hit lefties well, and that's one of the reasons why he's in the lineup. And that's his 3rd hit of the game. He's now 3 for 4. And here comes Wiggins. Wiggins is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Strategy rolls are now off. Nepper will go ahead and pitch. 3-3, range play. Wiggins, 6-2. It's a smack double into left field, but Jose Cruz has got a beat on it. His range is a 4. Nope, that's going to be a double for Al Wiggins. Base runner 3, double to left, -1 makes him a 2, and he will score. Brown comes around all the way from first. He will score. Wiggins on at second base. It's 7-1 Padres. Stadium groans. RBI double for Wiggins, his 2nd double of the game. And right now, the Padres are winning this in a laugher. Here's Gwynn. Gwynn is 0 for 2 with a walk. Now 7-1. If the Padres win this game, they will take over 3rd place. They're only a half game back of the Astros, so they would just switch places. Wiggins on at second. Nepper with the deal. 4-1 against the lefty. Strikeout +10. And that 19 is not going to get him. Gwynn, 5-2. And it's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Doran. And Doran will throw it over to first for the out. Wiggins moves to 3rd. So if anything, Gwynn does move the runner over. And now there are 2 outs for Kennedy. Kennedy is 0 for 3. 7-1 Padres here. Huge game in the Astrodome. 3rd and 4th place. Nepper will pitch. 5-5 against the lefty. Strikeout. That's a 1. Called strike 3 on Kennedy, and that will retire the side. 1 run on was that 1 out or 2 outs? How many outs was there? Brown got a single. Wiggins got a double. Gwynn grounded out, moved to 3rd. So was that 1 out or 2 outs? Because Kennedy struck him out. So how many outs is there? Is there 2 outs or is there now 3? That was 1. Well, I had 1 out. Brown got a base. Brown led off the inning with a base hit. Wiggins got an RBI double. Gwynn got 1 out. And Kennedy just struck. That's 2 outs. Okay, almost. I almost gave him only 2 outs. So Kevin McReynolds gets the bat because Gwynn grounded out. Now Kennedy just struck out. So now that is the second out. So now McReynolds gets bat. So there's still a runner on third. So McReynolds will go ahead and bat with 2 outs. Nepper will pitch. 5-4 strikeout. Now we'll do it there. That'll be the third. That'll be the strikeout, and the inning will end there. So 1 run on 2 hits for the Friars, and they got a 7-1 lead here, going in the bottom of the 6th. So the other channel gives us his beautiful score sheet. Yes, unless he has a game like he had the other day. V-Dub Productions joins us here at the Astrodome. Yes, V-Dub, we are getting close to the end of the regular season. We're in the final week. Eric HOU will come back on the mound. He's got plenty of gas in the tank. Alan Ashby leads off for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. HOU was only allowed 1 run on 1 hit. HOU will go ahead and deal. 5-4. That's going to be he is not tired. That's going to be an automatic out. And it'll be a ground out to first. An easy play for Wiggins. And that will be out number 1. Bob Nepper is due to bat. He can pitch to 3 more batters before he retires. We're in the 6th inning here. I don't think he'll bat. The Astros will go to the bench. Bob Nepper did what he needed to do. So a new batter coming on for the Astros. And it is going to be Kevin Bass. 236 average, 2 homers, 18 RBIs in 83. HOU will go ahead and pitch to Bass. 5-6, range play. Bass, 2-1. Ground ball to short. Range play for Gary Templeton. His range is a 3. Nope, it'll be a base hit. It'll get past Templeton, and Bass will have a pinch hit single. Only the second hit allowed by HOU today. Here's Doran. Doran is 1 for 2 with a triple. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Padres a 7-1 lead. Strategy rolls are off. HOU will deal. 5-6 again with the range play. Doran, 6-5. It's a base hit past second, but now it's a range play for Juan Bonilla. His range is a 3. He won't get it. It'll be a base hit. Bass does not have good speed. He'll hold at second base. With 1 out. So Bass moves to second, and now Doran has his second hit of the game. It's a single. And now here's Poole. Poole is 0 for 1 with a walk. Still 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Chance here for the Astros maybe to get some runs. Pitch from HOU. 3-4. Hit by pitch. No. Poole. 6-5. It's a fly to left field. And that's going to be Bobby Brown getting to that. That's out number 2. Bass is staying at second, 2 away. And now Thon. Thon is 0 for 2. Houston can use a long fly. Very hard to hit a long fly in the Astrodome in 1983. Only 54 home runs were hit there that year. Bass on at second, Doran on at first. And we did have a game where the -2 did come into play. HOU will deal. 1-1, blank. Thon, 1-1. And against a righty, it's a fly ball to center field. And that's going to go back for it's going to be McReynolds. He's going to have room, and he makes the catch and retires aside. No runs on 2 hits. And it stays 7-1 after 6. Yeah, longer than that. Not the Homer Dome. Yep. Top of the 7th. Astros need a pitcher. And Temple switch right coming up. So coming on to pitch for the Astros is going to be Dave Smith. 3 wins, a loss, 6 saves, a 3.10 ERA. He might as well come out to pitch. Why not? So Dave Smith will pitch. And it will be Gary Templeton leading off for the Padres. And he's 1 for 3, a single and reached on an error. Smith will deal to Templeton. And 2-4, strikeout, got him. They'll get him on the 4, struck him out. Third straight K on the Padres. The batter is Henshaw with a 4.38 average. He's not coming out. He's staying out there. Smith will go ahead and pitch. 1-6. That's a walk plus 10. And that 6 is going to walk him. Even though Henshaw has a walks rating of 0. Okay, I'm still going to give it a plus 10. He will walk. So Henshaw will trot to first on a base on balls. The batter now is Bonilla. And Bonilla's 1 for 3 with a single. Henshaw, there's no strategy rolls are off. Padres lead 7-1 here in the top of the 7th. Smith will deal 2-3. Home run chance, but the 6 is just going to miss. Bonilla, 6-6. It's a ground ball to first. Let's see if they turn it. 3-2-2. Shortstop pivot Thon +1 is a 3. And they'll get the double play. Side retired. 3-6-3. Nothing across except a walk. And the Friars still have a 7-1 lead here. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. As far as tomorrow goes, programming notes, everybody please listen up. As far as tomorrow goes, there may be a game or there may not be. Tomorrow I do work, but after work, I'm going to go see the New York Mets take on the Washington Nationals in spring training here at a ballpark near me. So that game doesn't start until 6. If I decide to play a game, depending on what time I get home, it may be very late. If not, we won't have a game tomorrow night. It would be Sunday night. But we have to choose. Well, we will choose a game. So right now, I don't know what game we're gonna play. We'll find out after the 10-minute ticker, where you guys will help me out. So may not be a game tomorrow night. We will see, depending on what time. Remember. If I get back, I'm not working Sunday, so we'll see what happens. Who knows? So if there's I guarantee you nothing will happen until at least around 9:30, 10 o'clock. It'll take that long for me to get back home when the game is over. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? I may still play. I may still play anyway. Who knows? Bottom of the 7th here, Padres lead 7-1 over the Astros. I know someone somewhere is saying red, but Eric HOU, he's still going to stay out there, and why not? Jose Cruz leads off for Space City. He's 0 for 2. So HOU will go ahead and pitch. 2-4. That's a walk plus 10 and walk Cruz. So Cruz draws a walk, and that is only the second walk issued by HOU. He only had 71 of them in 83. Didn't give out many free passes. Here's Walling. Walling is 0 for 2. Cruz on it first. Pitch from HOU. 4-5. Error on a grounder. Walling. 5-3. And that's not going to be an error. It's a slow hit ball to short, and that's picked up by Templeton. Walling has a base running rating of 4. The throw to first. Not in time. Walling will score. We'll move it up. It'll be an infield single. Infield hit from Walling. And now here's Garner. Now the Astros got runners at first and second with no one out. HOU looking in on Garner. The fans that are still here at the Astrodome hoping the Astros can make it interesting. Pitch from HOU. 3-1. Possible error. Garner. 1-6. It's a pop fly ball to first base. That's going to get caught by Wiggins. His error rating is a 9. That's an 8. But it's a pop fly ball, which means it has to be an odd number for him to drop it. That's an even number. It's 1 out. So 1 down as Garner will pop out to first. Wiggins makes the play. Next batter is Mumphrey, and Mumphrey is 0 for 2. HOU will go ahead and pitch. And 3-1, again, possible error. Mumphrey, 4-1. It's a ground ball right back to HOU. His error rating is a 10. That's a 4. It's an error, and the bases are loaded. So HOU makes a big-time error as he can't hold on to the ball. And that's an E1. First error on the Padres. They had 2 in the game historically. And now a big chance for the Astros. And here's Alan Ashby. And he's 0 for 2. Bases loaded. And the question is, do you let him bat? He is the catcher. I do have John Miserock, but he is not as good as Ashby is, really. He had 275 at bats. He has power against righties, though. I'll let him swing. So Ashby will stay out there. Bases loaded, 1 out. The Padres are keeping the infield back. They have a 6-run lead. HOU will go ahead and deal with Ashby. Pitch from HOU. 1-4. It's a blank. Ashby. 2-5. And it's a fly ball to center field. That'll be caught by McReynolds. That's out number 2. Ashby, sacrifice fly of 3. Hit to center. You add 2, which makes it a 5. And Cruz will score. Deep enough. Denny Walling, base running rating of 4. Hit the center -1. McReynolds a +2. So Walling will take third on a 5. He will. So Walling moves over to third. It's now 7-2 with 2 outs. So that goes as a sacrifice fly as the Astros will get a run. RBI for Ashby. Smith coming out of the game. The Astros will go to the bench. And let's see what we got here. And coming on to pinch hit for the Astros is going to be Tony Scott. 226 average, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. Tony Scott, a switch hitter. HOU is now tired. They say he can... But he is due to lead off the 8th inning. They want to see if HOU can get it done. Walling on at third, Mumphrey on at first. Scott, a real good chance here to maybe get another run here for the Astros. Strategy rolls are still off. HOU, 5-6, range play. Scott, 5-5. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Wiggins. Wiggins has got to try to make a play. His range is a 3. Nope, it's a base hit and a run will score. Walling comes around. He'll score easily. He'll trot on home. Mumphrey with 2 outs will make third. Scott to first. It's now 7-3. So there's an RBI single by Scott. The batter now is Doran, and now that's going to be it for HOU. HOU being tired, that will be enough. And the Padres are going to go to the bullpen. Question is, are they going to do a double switch here? We'll see what we do. So now 7-3. Let's see who's the Padres want to bring up to pitch. And they're going to go with They're going to go with Luis De Leon. 6 wins, 6 losses, 13 saves, a 2.68 ERA. But we're going to see. Don't believe it, guys. You can't believe it. There's going to be a double switch. So Luis De Leon will come in, and he's going to replace second baseman Juan Bonilla. Tim Flannery's going to come in at second. He'll bat ninth. And Luis De Leon will bat eighth. So timeout on the scorecard as I fix that. So now the pitcher will now bat eighth, and the second baseman will now bat ninth. Yes, everyone, we have a double switch. Tim Flannery will take over at second. He'll be the new second baseman. It's a 4-0-0. So Luis De Leon can get the 7 batters he can face. So HOU leaves with a W. De Leon will come in. And here's Bill Doran. Doran will bat. He's 2 for 3, a single and a triple. 2 outs. Padres do a double switch. Mumphrey at third, Scott on at first. 7-3 Friars. Doran does have a little home run power. He had 8 home runs that year. De Leon will go ahead and pitch to Doran. Strategy rolls are still off. 6-3, error on a grounder. Doran, 3-2. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. That ball was hit to Henshaw. His error rating is a 0. That's a 5. He's not going to make an error. Henshaw will go ahead and get it. Takes his time. Throws to second to get Scott. The inning is over. So no error on a grounder there, but 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 walk, and a sacrifice fly. 7-3 now after 7, as the Astros do get a couple runs. We go to the top of the 8th. And let's see. Leading off for the Padres will be the new second baseman, Tim Flannery. 234 average, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. The one thing about having extra players, it's a little bit easier to do a double switch. Flannery, and the Astros need a pitcher. Duh. Astros need a pitcher. They got a lefty, a switch, and a switch. And I think they can bring in a righty for this. So coming on to pitch for the Astros is going to be Vern Rule. 8 wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, 3.69 ERA. Rule will be the 4th Astro pitcher. Boy, that name brings back some memories. Vern Rule. Rule will pitch to Flan. I'm sure you guys know about Vern Rule. Pitch. 4-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Flannery. 4-6. It's a grounder to short. Easy play for Thon. And Thon will toss it over. 1 out. Next up is Brown. Brown's having a heck of a game tonight. 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 stolen bases, and scored twice. Rule will go ahead and pitch. 6-3, error on a grounder. Brown, 2-3. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Doran. His error rating is a 6. That's a 16. No error. And he'll go ahead and get that and toss it over for the 2nd out. Here's Wiggins. Wiggins is 2 for 3, 2 doubles and walked. Rule will go ahead and deal with Wiggins here. Pitch from Rule. 2-1. It's a blank. Wiggins. 2-5. Base hit for Wiggins. It's his 4th hit of the game. He hits that past second. And Wiggins is having a heck of a night tonight. Third hit of the game, actually third hit, but he's now 3 for 4. And now here comes Mr. Padre. Gwynn is 0 for 3 with a walk. Still 2 outs, top of the 8th. Wiggins on it first. Rule will deal. 3-5. It's a blank. Gwynn. 2-3. Base hit for Gwynn. It's past second. Wiggins has got decent speed. He'll make third easily. Runners at first and third and 2 outs. You knew sooner or later Gwynn would get a hit. And now here's Kennedy. Kennedy is 0 for 4, though. He struck out 3 times. 2 men down, top of the 8th. Rule looking in at Kennedy. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping Rule can get the job done. Rule, 4-3. That's a walk plus 10. It's ball 4. And now the bases are loaded. And the batter coming up is Kevin McReynolds. McReynolds had 4 home runs in 83. He's got some home run power. He only had 140 at bats though that year. K-Mac was actually kind of still in the young stage. But McReynolds a chance to blow this game right open here for the Padres. Rule looking in on McReynolds. Fans nervous here at the Astrodome, cheering on Rule to see if they can get a good pitch out of him. Rule looks on. Now he deals. 4-1. Strikeout 19. No. McReynolds. 1-2. And it's a ground ball to first. Is it a ground ball first or? Nope, ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Garner's got it easily. And he's going to throw to second to get Kennedy. And the Astros get out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, a walk. And the Padres get nothing, but they still have a 4-run lead here going in the bottom of the 8th. Luis De Leon will stay on the mound. One of the reasons why I did the double switch. Terry Poole leads off for Space City. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 7-3 Padres here. Very important game in the National League West. De Leon, he will deal. 6-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Poole, 5-1. Powers one into center field. That's a 16, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall, and Poole is going to have a triple. Lots of vastness out there. And Poole will have a leadoff triple, and the Astros start with a man on third. It'll bring up Thon. Thon is 0 for 3. Nobody out. The Padres are going to play the infield back. They'll allow the run to get the out. De Leon will pitch to Thon. 2-3. Wild pitch. 12. No, it's a blank. Thon. A 2-6, and it's a base hit past short, and the Astros get a run. Base hit for Thon, and now it's 7-4. And the fans are once again taking an interest in the game. Why did the Rays cancel their stadium? Financing issues. Financing issues, pretty much in St. Petersburg. They're having issues with the financing, which pretty much means that the Tampa Bay Rays, unless they get a deal done soon, they're leaving when the lease is up at Tropicana Field, followed by the Marlins, probably when their lease ends in 2038. Florida's about to lose both baseball teams in about 14 years. So now it's a 7-4 ball game, and now the batter is Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2 with a walk. Yeah, Rays fans do show up, but they're like the Marlins, but they get more fans in Tampa Bay than they do down here at Lone Depot. Thon on at first. Strategy rolls are still off, but now it's 7-4. De Leon will pitch. 2-5. It's at the park. Astrodome. 6-1. That's a fly ball to right. And Tony Gwynn is going to make the first out, 1 down. Here's Walling. Walling is 1 for 2 with a single. Yeah, their park is Yeah, Tropicana Field is a warehouse. It's horrible. Lone Depot is a beautiful stadium. It really is. It was just put in a very bad place. De Leon will pitch to Walling. 1-6 against the lefty. It's a walk plus 10. And now the tying run is coming to the plate. He walks Walling, and here comes Phil Garner. Garner is 0 for 3. The tying run is at the plate. 7-4 Padres. Thon on at second, Walling on at first. De Leon now got only one out here in the bottom of the 8th. Garner is 0 for 3, but if De Leon makes a mistake, it could very well get out of here. Fans here at the Astrodome are now pretty loud. De Leon will pitch. 2-6. It's a blank. Garner. 6-1. Base hit center field for Garner. Will it score Thon? Base runner 5. Single to center plus 3. Oh, yeah. Thon will come. He will score. He will score. So now there was no throw home. The question is, was there a throw at third? Walling, base runner 4. First hit to center, a 0. A 1-4. Walling will get to third. He will. Garner rounding first. He's trying for second. And he'll get there. And the tying run is at second base. It's 7-5. Stadium cheers. Yay! An RBI double by Garner. And now it's 7-5. And now the batter is Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 0 for 3. Reached on an error. They're going to pitch to him. De Leon will be tired after Mumphrey. He does have a heart. McReynolds has a +2 arm. John Haverly joins us here at the Astrodome. Walling on at third, Garner on at second. Now it's 7-5. De Leon will pitch to Mumphrey. Strategy rolls are back on. Nothing on the 4. De Leon in trouble, trying to get out of this inning. Only one out. De Leon will pitch to Mumphrey. 5-5. Pitcher result against the switch left. A 1-6 is a base hit. The 12 is too high. It's a blank. Mumphrey. 3-4. And it's a base hit to left field. Walling will score. Garner, base runner 3. Single to left. Single to left +1. A 1-4. Garner will score. Tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay. The San Diego Padres put up 4 in the bottom of the 8th. Now have a 7-7 lead, De Leon being yanked. The next batter for the Astros is Ashby. And the Padres are going to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Padres is going to be Elias Sosa. 1 win, 4 losses, a save, a 4.35 ERA. Shaw gets the no decision now. Madden is off the hook. De Leon now has a chance to get the L. And Sosa now coming up to pitch. So Elias Sosa will now pitch to Ashby. 7-7, bottom of the 8th. Fans here at the Astrodome are going nuts. Sosa will go ahead and pitch to Ashby. Still 1 out. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Mumphrey stays put. Sosa will pitch. 1-6. That's going to be an automatic out. And it'll be a ground ball to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot. Templeton is 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. They got it. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play, but not until the Astros. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, and we're tied at 7 after 8. Game of the year candidate, absolutely. But will we see some top of the 9th inning magic? Leading off for the Padres will be Gary Templeton. And Templeton is 1-for-4, a single and a walk. Vern Rule, they're going to yank him out, and the Astros are going to go to a new pitcher. And let's see, switch left. Templeton, Henshaw, switch right in the pitcher. Looks like the Astros are also going to do another. Looks like the Astros are going to do a. Looks like the Astros are also going to do a double switch. Frank coming in to pitch for the Astros will be Frank DePino, and he's going to come and switch over. He is due to lead off in the 9th inning, so the pitcher and the catcher are going to switch. So DePino is going to come in the 8th spot. Ashby is gone. And coming over to take, so Ashby is gone. So coming on to take over at catcher for the Astros is going to be John Miserock, and he'll bat in the 9th spot. As they want DePino to see if DePino can pitch a couple of innings. Another double switch here on RJL Network. You might want to go outside and see if the sky is falling. But wait a minute. Today was a lunar eclipse, right? Wasn't today a lunar eclipse? Well, I guess that's the reason why we're doing a double switch. So Frank DePino will come in here to pitch for the Astros. He is the 5th pitcher. He can pitch to 5 batters. But we'll see how long. They're going to see if he can go a while. As we go to the top of the 9th, Gary Templeton will lead off against DePino. Top of the 9th, tied at 7. DePino, 5-1, hit by pitch. No. Templeton, 6-3. It's a ground ball to second base, and Doran will get to that and throw it over for out number 1. Next up is Henshaw. He'll bat. Henshaw is 1-for-3, singled and walked. DePino will pitch to Henshaw, 1 out. 6-2, possible error. Henshaw, 2-6. It's a ground ball to 3rd. That ball is hit to Garner. His error rating is an 11. That's a 17. Garner will get that and throw it over for out number 2. And now Sosa coming out of the game. He was only coming in just to pitch that inning. And coming on to bat for the Padres will be Luis Salazar. 258 average, 14 homers, 45 RBIs that year. So Salazar will go up against DePino with 2 outs at the top of the 9th. DePino will go ahead and pitch. 3-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Salazar, 1-2. Ground ball to 3rd. Easy play for Garner. He throws it over and retires a side. 1-2-3 go the Padres. We go to the bottom of the 9th. So will there be some bottom of the 9th inning magic? No lead is safe when you play inside pitch. John Mizarok will lead off for the Astros. Padres need a pitcher. And they are going to go ahead and bring out. They're going to go ahead and bring out Gary Lucas. 5 wins, 8 losses, 17 saves, a 2.87 ERA. Lucas's job to get this into extras. Yes, I know there was a lunar eclipse this morning. That's why I said that. So Gary Lucas will go up against John Mizarok here. Bottom of the 9th, tied at 7. Astros came all the way down from 7-1. And now it's tied at 7. Lucas will pitch. 4-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Mizarok. 1-2. Fly ball center field. McReynolds will get to that. And that is out number 1. Here's Doran. Doran is 2 for 4, a triple and a single. Lucas looking in on Doran. The fans here at the Astrodome cannot believe a down 7-1, and the Astros tie the game. Lucas, 4-2. Pitcher result. That's going to be an automatic out. And it will be a grounder to second base, handled there by Flannery, and he'll throw to first for out number 2. And now here's Poole. Poole is 1 for 3, tripled and walked. Lucas, he'll go ahead and pitch. 1-2, strikeout 5, got him, struck him out, and we've got free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. We need more baseball. Tied at 7 after 9. We go to the 10th. There are no ghost runners in the 10th inning. I will activate ghost runners in the 11th. I know you guys hate that. So do I. But I can't be playing 18-inning games. So we go to the top of the 10th. Tied at 7. No ghost runners in this inning. And leading off for the Padres will be Tim Flannery. Flannery is 0 for 1 since taking over at second base. So nobody out, top of the 10th, tied at 7. DePino will pitch to Flannery. DePino can pitch to at least 2 more batters. 1-5, pitcher result. 15 is going to be a blank. Flannery, 3-6, and Flannery smacks one into center field, and that's a leadoff double. Flannery will go to second, and the Padres have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ever since I've activated that rule for ghost runners to start in the 11th inning, we have never reached the 11th inning in any replay this year. Here's Brown. Brown is 3 for 5, 3 singles. Big run on second base. And do you walk Brown and pitch to Wiggins and set up a double play? Wiggins, Brown is a little better home run hitter, and Brown hits lefties better. I think you do here. I think you walk Bobby Brown and set up a double play, and he's having a good inning. I think you do that. Wiggins having a good game too. He's also 3 for 4. He's got 2 doubles and a single. What do you think? Walk up Brown and pitch to Wiggins? Kind of thinking of doing that. Although if I do that, I will tire Pino by doing that. John Haverly says don't do it. Flannery on it, second. DePino will pitch to Brown. Nobody out, top of the 10th, tied at 7. DePino, strategy roll. Nothing on the 13th. Flannery on it, second. DePino, 5-3. It's a blank, and that's going to be an auto. He is not tired, so that is still an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Cruz is going to get to it. That'll be out number 1. Flannery, base runner 3. Cruz -2 to left, +1. A 1-2. Flannery will take third. He won't. He'll stay where he is. 1 down. Fly out to left. Now DePino is tired, and he'll pitch to Wiggins. Wiggins is 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. Flannery on at second. DePino is now tired. They say pitch. That would have been a base hit, but the new rule the house rule I use, it's an automatic out if he's not tired now, due to the new sets having a double star and an S1. Something I wish Chris really didn't do. Flannery on at second base. DePino will pitch to Wiggins. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Wiggins is not bunting. He's swinging. DePino will pitch. 3-3 against the switch right. It's a blank. Wiggins, 3-2, and against the lefty, it's a base hit past second. It'll be a hit. Flannery, will he score? Yes, he will. Padres take the lead. It's 8-7. Stadium groans. A 3-2 is the only split Wiggins has, and against the lefty, it's a base hit past second, and the Padres take an 8-7 lead in the 10th. And Wiggins has his 4th hit of the game and his 2nd RBI. So Wiggins now on at first. Here comes Gwynn. Gwynn is 1 for 4, singled and walked. But now the Padres have an 8-7 lead here in the 10th. And that's it for DePino. He's done. So DePino coming out of the game after that, and they will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch is going to be Bill Dawley. 6 wins, 6 losses, 14 saves, a 2.82 ERA. So now DePino leaves with the L. And Dawley will be the 6th pitcher. He has Special K. So Wiggins on at first. Bill Dawley will now pitch to Gwynn here with 1 out. 8-7 Padres here, top of the 10th. Strategy roll. That's an 8. And Wiggins, he has the steal sign, and he's going. 17 - 1 is 16. Mizarok has a 0 arm. Mizarok, 3-0, 15-0. He's going. Wiggins is going to go to second. So 17, a 1-16, Wiggins is safe. And he is. Wiggins did have 66 stolen bases, and he's going to get 1 there, and that's his first of the game. So Wiggins now on at second after the steal, re-rolling the strat, and then 6, Wiggins will stay where he is. Dawley will now pitch to Gwynn. Dawley, 6-4, against the lefty, it's an automatic out. And that's going to be a grounder to second. Wiggins will make third, picked up by Doran. Doran goes to first, out number 2. And that was a big steal because that could have been a double play. So now 2 away. The batter is Kennedy. Kennedy is 0 for 4 with a walk. Dawley trying to get out of the jam here. 8-7 Padres. Question is, who's going to pitch for the Padres in the 9th? Will it be Lucas? Lucas probably will be pitching. Dawley looking in on Kennedy. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping for a big pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Wiggins at third. Dawley will pitch. 2-6. Possible error. Kennedy, 5-4 against the righty. It's a ground ball to third. That's picked up by Garner. His error rating is an 11. That's a 20. Garner's got it. Throws to first, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits and a steal. 8-7 Padres going in the bottom of the 10th. Gary Lucas can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires, and he is coming to bat. He is going to pitch. And Dickie Thon leads off for the Astros. He's 1 for 4. 8-7 Padres. Big game here in the National League West. Lucas will go ahead and pitch. 4-1, strikeout, got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is a big K to get the first. That's a big K to get the first out. Now here's Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 3 with a walk. Lucas looking in on Cruz. Lucas. 1-2, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Cruz. Third straight strikeout for Gary Lucas. He had 60 of them in 83. And now the last chance for the Astros is Denny Walling. Walling is 1 for 4. He has a 1 for 3, has a single and a walk. He does have home run power. Lucas looking in on Walling. 2 outs here, bottom of the 10th, 8-7. Lucas sets it up. Walling gets ready for a good pitch. Lucas will deal. 4-5. It's a blank. Walling. 6-5. And it's a ground ball to short. Up with it is Gary Templeton. He's got it. Pumps once. Pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Padres escape with an 8-7 win here in the Astrodome after being up 7-1. Stadium barfs. Yeah. What a game here for the Padres. They'll now go to 79 and 77. The Astros now drop to 78 and 76. More importantly, though, the Padres now go to 4-1 on the board. The Astros now drop to 1-3. So now, at the moment, these two teams can't tie. The Padres would get in. What a ball game here tonight. Final line score coming up. For the Padres, 8 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. For the Astros, 7 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is going to be Gary Lucas. He's going to get the win. And Frank DePina and Bill Dawley is going to wind up taking, and Frank DePino is going to wind up with the loss. But a big win for the Padres tonight here in 10 innings, 8-7. And I know someone somewhere said rigged. We are not done. 10-minute ticker is next. And then we'll choose our ball game for either tomorrow night or Sunday night. What a good game to start the final week. We'll see what we're going to do here. So first we have to do the 10-minute ticker before we decide on the next game. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Although it's no longer going to be the 10-minute ticker because now we're only doing one game per 1 day of baseball. So the Padres will get this win. So now let's see how the majors do on September 26th. First, the games that don't mean anything. Toronto at California. Blue Jays 12:51. That is 6. Angels 10:56, and that is also 6. They'll go to extras. Blue Jays, Toronto rolls a 1 plus 0. California rolls a 6. Minus 2 is 4. The Angels will win the ball game. The Blue Jays are too far back, and the Angels already have more than 81 losses, and they're done. Cleveland and the Yankees is meaningless because the Yankees have already clinched number one throughout. Indians 16-24, and that's 4. Yankees 14-61, and that's 7. Another win for the Bronx Bombers. Kansas City at Seattle, meaningless. Royals 9-41, that is 4. Mariners 3-62, that's 6. A win for the M's. San Francisco and Atlanta is meaningless. The Braves have already clinched the number 2, although the Braves are still chasing the Expos for number 1. But to me, it doesn't matter. You win the division. I don't think it really matters who you play. So I think this game is meaningless. Giants 8-15, that is 2. Braves 27-52, that is 8. And that's a win for the Braves. Let's see. Phillies and the Cubs. The Phillies are 3 back of the Expos for the division. The Cubs are out of it. So this game does have some meaning for the Phillies. Phillies 11-45, that is 5. Cubs 2-14, that is 1. And the Phils get in there, get a win. Now, the Expos and the Cardinals. The Expos, they have a 2.5 game lead on the Phillies now. A loss here by Montreal to the Cardinals, and the Phillies gain the full game. Montreal and the Redbirds. Expos 13-66, and that's 11. Redbirds 5-12, and that is 0. And the Expos just show that this is going to be a very tough team to beat. Dodgers and the Reds. The Dodgers with the Dodgers at 79-76. The Reds are out of it. The Dodgers trying to get another game above 500 to hold on to second place. Dodgers and the Reds, this is important. Dodgers 13-52, and that is 6. Reds 6-65, that's 8. And the Dodgers lose a tough game to the Reds, which means that the Padres are now with the Dodgers are now 79-77. The Padres are now 79-77. The Dodgers and Padres now are tied for second, where the Astros now dropped into 4th. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always either tomorrow night or Sunday. Next game will be September 27th. So the question is, what game do we do? Well, let's take a look at the standings here and decide. Toronto and Detroit at Baltimore, possible. Toronto and Cali, no. Cleveland, Milwaukee, no, because of the Indians. Texas and Minnesota, no, even though the Rangers are still fighting for their playoff lives. Boston and Yankees, no. White Sox at Oakland, no. Kansas City, Seattle, no. Giants and Atlanta, no. Phillies and the Cubs, no. Dodgers and Reds, not yet. Padres and the Expos in a rematch, possible. Mets and the Pirates, no. Expos and the Cardinals, no. So our choice between Detroit at Baltimore or or another game between the Padres and the Astros, this would be Fall Classic. This will be a Fall Classic game. Ben Witt says Detroit at Baltimore. I know XSG2 wants Texas, but the problem is the Rangers are playing Minnesota, and I don't want to put a team right now that's not in it. So, although Texas is, we could still play Texas, and they only need 2 more. They need 3 more wins to get in. But we got Detroit at Baltimore or San Diego at Houston. Ben Witt says Detroit at Baltimore. And I know we have the Padres and the Astros. I know we just did them. So that's 2 for Detroit at Baltimore. So it looks like that's what it's going to be. So we're going to go. They're both relevant because the Padres are both relevant with the Astros. But Detroit at Baltimore, a good matchup again between Jack Morris and Scott McGregor. That might be the game to play. So that is what we're going to do. So our next game will be from Memorial Stadium. It'll be the Detroit Tigers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. These two are still fighting each other in the American League East. Baltimore trying to hold on to second place. Detroit trying to hold on to third place with the Brewers right behind them. Anything is possible yet. It will be Morris the Cat and Scott McGregor. And we'll see what happens. It'll be at Memorial Stadium, and that will be Fall Classic. Detroit at Baltimore. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. I think this game deserved it. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys either late tomorrow night or Sunday night. The San Diego Padres call upon the Lord himself with those Friars, and they escape a comeback from the Astros and win it tonight 8-7. We'll see you guys either late tomorrow night or Sunday. I will be posting some pictures at the Universal Baseball Classic when I get to the game. So if anybody wants to see how a spring training stadium looks tonight, you'll see it firsthand. Take care, guys. Have a good one.